this is not going to be your typical welcome to Championship Wrestling intro. Because my name is Jordan CRUZ, and as the United Wrestling Network World Champion, if I want to start an episode, that's exactly what's going to happen. Tonight, it's all about me. All about my title defense against Scorpio Sky. Now, despite all the back and forth, all the trash talk, I'm no fool. I know exactly what Scorpio has done in his career, the people he's faced, the titles he's won. But fact is, he hasn't faced me. And I think the only thing separating me from the Hall of Famers is opportunity. Opportunity that I create for myself. And now you can see on my show, I'm gonna retain my championship in my main event. Now you can start the show.
Wrestling, and this week it will be just that. The time has come. The main event is upon us this week. Finally, long awaited. Jordan CRUZ has to put up or shut up. He puts his United Wrestling Network world title on the line, finally, against the #1 contender, someone you have a lot of history with in Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, Scorpio Sky is the #1 contender. Will he walk out tonight with the championship? Jordan CRUZ, a lot of talking. We're going to see some action here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Scorpio Sky, winning titles has been his business. Business has been very good, but the one that has eluded him is the United Wrestling Network world title. That's to come in our big main event. But speaking of champions, we're going to kick things off by hearing from reigning Heritage Champion, EJ Sparks. Let's head to the ring. Well, we saw the world champion, Jordan CRUZ. Of course, world title on the line later on in our main event, but here we see the reigning and defending Heritage Champion, EJ Sparks. He's got a date with Destiny with the undefeated Maximillien. And the champ has got something to say.
For 266 days, I have been United Wrestling Network Heritage Champion. Yes, sir, and I've had a lot of great challenges here, a lot of them, but none of them have been able to beat me. None of them. So let me pivot real quick and talk about my #1 contender, Maximillien. So listen, for like the last 2 months, 2.5 months, whatever it's been, Maximillien's been an absolute pain in my butt. And every single chance that they get, they decide to sneak attack me, jump me, attack me from behind when my back is turned. Last time I was in this ring, in this building right here, I defeated Jose the Assassin, and they snuck attacked me. Yep. Then during the contract signing for the match for this championship, they snuck attacked me. And even when I was backstage talking to my good friend Jack Farmer, they snuck attacked me again. So the only thing that they were proving is that Maximillien is a coward and he does not have what it takes to beat me face to face like a man. So with that being said, you guys came to see some wrestling, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And well, I'm a fighting champion, so I came looking for a fight. So I say we forget this next time crap, and we do this right now. So Maximillien, where you at? Come on out here.
Heritage champ is looking for a fight. Very partisan Oxnard crowd. They don't appreciate the repeated snuck attacks that are going on.
somebody who's friends with Jack Farmer.
But EJ's right. Jose the Assassin was doing the bidding of these two. These two have a date with us.
You will show respect for your soon-to-be Heritage Champion, and respect means silence. EJ, look at me. You call yourself a fighting champion, and indeed, shut up! EJ, to your credit, you have been a fighting champion, except when you weren't. Because you go back a few months and you realize there was a long stretch of time where you were conspicuous in your absence, where that Heritage Championship was nowhere to be found. And the question then becomes, why? When Maximillien was absent, it was because he was vacationing in the suns and sands of his native Montenegro. But we all know you can't afford a trip to Europe, so why? And it doesn't take a rocket scientist, EJ, to find out that you have a busted neck. You say that we don't have what it takes to face you and beat you man to man. EJ, you can't beat him 100%. You can't beat him on your A game. So what on earth makes you think that you can beat him with a neck held together by Scotch tape? We are gonna do whatever it takes. Look at me. We're gonna do whatever it takes to ensure Maximillien becomes Heritage Champion. And if that means snapping that neck like a twig, that is exactly what we'll do. But don't worry, because when you're laid out in a hospital bed, drinking dinner through a straw, we'll make sure the new Heritage Champion takes good care of Grandma.
That's nice of him.
Disgusting is what it is. Oh, EJ having no part of that. Those are fighting words. EJ came for a fight. He's prepared for one. Watch out. Don't turn your back on Maximillien. EJ was ready for it. He is all kinds of fired up as the Heritage Champion. Is he going to hit it again? He knocked him off his feet before. He'll do it again, looking for the play. Oh, look at him cower. Look at Maximillien cower. What the five fingers say to the face?
A disrespectful slap from the champion, knocking Maximillien down to the ground, and now Maximillien being held back by Jordan Castle.
Getting an earful.
EJ's lucky. Jordan's not unleashing him.
We've got to go to break here. I'll tell you what, he might be undefeated, Maximillien, but EJ is in his head.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Introducing first, from the greatest trailer park in California, weighing at 199 pounds, the suplex and rednecks again, CJ Dent!
Colorful character C.J. Dirt. Business up front, party in the back as he makes his debut here in the United Wrestling Network.
Introducing his opponent from Stockton, California, weighing in at 205 pounds. Main event,
Michael Shawn out of the fighting city of Stockton, California, known for their scrappers. The likes of Nick and Nate Diaz. And he's got that type of mentality, does Michael Shawn. Trained originally by Mustafa, the Gangstas of ECW fame. So certainly never met a fight he didn't like. And he is in there with the suplexing red Mexican, as he calls himself, C.J. Dirt. Two competitors making their United Wrestling Network debuts here, Christian.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Michael Shawn represent Stockton, California, the city I've rode through a few times. Some of the toughest dudes on the planet reside in Stockton.
Is that I Heart Beer on the back of the trunks there of C.J. Dirt?
And why not? Beer's delicious.
Well, we'll see if he will have a celebratory one after this matchup, but he's going to be in for a fight. Round and round they go. C.J. Dirt comes out with top position looking for the cover.
He pulled my hair! You got no hair!
Wow. I think I'm going to doubt the sincerity of that claim there by Michael Shawn that there was a hair pull going on there, Christian.
You know what, TK? I believe him.
There might be some follicles there somewhere. But doesn't cost any more to try. I think Michael Shawn was looking to get a side headlock there and ran in and had to eat defeat for his troubles. So high impact move there early by C.J. Dirt, who is going to work. How high do you think C.J. Dirt can count here?
I don't know any more Spanish!
There you go. The red Mexican, as he calls himself. All right, well, he's got the advantage right now. Does C.J. Dirt. Swing and a miss, though, and now, well, you want to talk about hair pulling. There it was. Well, I guess they're even.
No, I'm not sure I saw what you saw there. Did he pulled his hair?
Are you kidding me? You watching the same monitor? Two full hands full of hair there by Michael Shawn, but it allows him to get the advantage in this matchup. And again, if you're trained by one half of the Gangstas, you're going to use some questionable tactics there. Swinging neck breaker, nicely executed though. High impact stuff. Going for the victory. Here is Shawn. Count of two. And, used some less than legal tactics to get the driver's seat of this matchup, and he is pressing the offense right now, Christian.
Sorry, TK, I just wanted to hear that chop, which was very rewarding to listen to. Quite thunderous from Stockton Shawn.
Hot knife meat butter. I mean, here in the holiday season, you're gonna butter some rolls. You need to slice that butter, just talk. To Michael Shawn, look at the backslide though, nicely done. And that was some good fundamental wrestling there by C.J. Dirt. It was well executed, he ran the feet, but didn't get the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I like watching these two guys go at it. Both of them looking for a more permanent spot here in Hollywood, looking to represent themselves in their cities. And you can hear the fans getting behind CJ. Right now, worse for wear. Michael Shawn doing damage, and an elbow drop from Shawn.
Here's the cover now. And was celebrating a little bit before he got to the end zone there. Instead of counting along, he should have secured that cover a little more. But it was good offense that led to it. The full scoop slam, the elbow drop. Now these knees right to the lower lumbar region.
Official referee Allen taking a close look there. And I'm not sure exactly what submission that is. He's got his fingers fish hooked into the lips of C.J. Dirt. And this is that Stockton swag we talk about, by any means necessary. Now more traditional chin lock.
Yeah, Michael Shawn really full of himself, you know, and he will beat you physically and verbally when you're in there. But picking up the pace now is CJ Dirt. Nice flying shoulder tackle.
Well, I want to see a Stockton slat. But right now, CJ Dirt trying to mount a comeback, but caught.
Looking for his version of the unprettier, the kill switch, call it what you will. Couldn't get it. He's won a lot of.
Look at that maneuver.
Wow, incredible. Wow.
Got it.
Here's your winner, CJ Dirt.
Beautiful pinning combination. He calls that the Rollin' Rocker. CJ Dirt gets the victory. More to come on Championship Wrestling.
Every tag team out there keeps saying the same thing, that they're ready.
They talk about chemistry, strategy, heart. But once the bell rings, none of that matters.
We don't need allies. We don't need approval.
All we need is that bell to ring.
Stand with Delirium.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 350 pounds, Boa the Constrictor Silva and the Solution, Antonio Rivers, the Pump Line.
Exciting young tag team. Antonio Rivers, Boa the Constrictor Silva, Pump Line making their debut in the tag team scene. Has really been heating up. We got brand new champions. It's an exciting time for the United Wrestling Network.
And their opponent, rising from the catacombs, Slade and Maximillien,
Talk about dominant tag teams in the United Wrestling Network. You've got to talk about Delirium, Slade, and Maximillien, former tag team champions in their former form of beef candy, but they are more dangerous and deadly than ever.
The mood changes in the building anytime Delirium walks in. Tonight is no different.
These two young men are in for a fight against Delirium.
And you could see there momentarily the eyes were very wide of Silva and Rivers. They are in for the fight of their life. As Boa the Constrictor Silva is going to kick things off here. Very snake-like, his physique.
I spoke to Boa earlier. I asked him, I could tell he was excited to make his debut tonight with his partner here, Antonio Rivers. And I said, what do you expect tonight? He said, we don't know who we're fighting. I knew they were going to fight Delirium. And I said, well, good luck, pal.
Yep, Delirium, you know, last time they were in this building, got a victory over the Texas Outlaws, the Rhodes Boys. What a match that was. Wyatt and Wayne Rhodes made their United Wrestling Network debut, but they were defeated by Delirium. Boy, big shot upstairs, though, by Rivers. Looking for this first one, don't catch you. The next one might. And man, Rivers has got some great striking ability. Now we see tag made, maybe some double teaming here between Silva and Rivers. Pump line. And they're pumping it up. Double elbow.
Yeah, looking to make a statement tonight. Goes in for a cover. They're only one.
Well, certainly they would make a statement, as Delirium in this form is undefeated on this program. They have been laying waste to tough competition. Boy, big shot upstairs there by Slade, and what an athlete he is. Has won tag team gold and singles gold in his illustrious time here, but again, just don't know what their agenda is currently, just shrouded in mystery.
Well, that's been the whole story of 2025 for Delirium, coming in here, turning heads. Again, the mystery behind these men, but it's certainly clear to me The Tag Team Championship gold is on the minds of Delirium. A cover now and only 2.
Wow, what power by Maximillien there. The full gorilla press and then into that slam just deposits him down, and punishing stuff here by Maximillien, who will absolutely tear you limb from limb if you give him the opportunity.
Through the dark mask, you can see Maximillien's eyes, a menacing look. And now going high risk is Slade, and Slade drops a big right hand right to the kisser, and it drops Boa Silva.
That was great timing, great precision with that strike. No wasted motion. And Slade is making Boa pay the price here. You know, they say, how do you kill a snake? Cut its head off. He tried to do that with that big shot upstairs.
You can see Maximillien now attacking Boa Silva. Silva's in the wrong part of town, man. He's got to get out of that corner.
Yeah, he is in the wrong part of town, and you know, Pumpline was looking good when they were making frequent tags and keeping the pace quick. That has dissipated, and now getting decimated is Silva. Big belly to back suplex there, short elbow by Slade, goes for the cover, but the youngster kicks out, showing he's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, Boa Silva's heart certainly on display tonight. And he's gonna need every bit, all 4 chambers, because, I mean, Maximillien and Slade haven't been beat, TK. Let's just say what it is. Every tag team you put in front of them, they knock them down.
That has been the case. But, you know, young teams have given, at times, like the Rhodes and like Redondo and Lancaster, have given Delirium a run for their money. Here's the cover, really wrenching back on that cover was Slade, but couldn't put him away, not yet. Television title main event coming your way later on. The Dragon has been undefeated in that form. Brandon Cutler takes on Evan Daniels for the United World Television title. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, really excited about that main event we have for you guys tonight. But right now, all Boa Silva's thinking about is how can he get his partner in. He's so close there, but unable to get it.
Well, that was a nice back elbow, though, and now the step up Inzaguri there. Dive, makes the tag. Here comes Rivers, Antonio Rivers, and from what we've seen, I am impressed with his striking, Christian. What do you think?
Yeah, his high kicks have great form. He continues to throw them, whether he's successful or not. He wants to just continue to try to go for the head, and now Rivers.
He's got the big man rocking and reeling here, but we got to, just got swatted out of midair like King Kong taking down an airplane while standing on top of the Empire State Building. But now you got Boa in there, sneaks a shot in. They got a double team here.
Yeah, this is smart by the boys here, man, to get 2-on-1 against Maximillien. Might be the only way you can put this man down.
What is Maximillien doing here? Whoa! I didn't know he had that in him. What agility by the big guy.
I've been watching Maximillien for more than a decade in the squared circle, pulling that way out the bag, deep in the bag.
Boy, you know, you think of Slade's pass, you talk about a stage dive. That was a whole different variation there. And now the power on display, looking for the Society Slayer, and they double their pleasure, double their fun, taking out both. Double pin, dominance by Delirium.
Your winners, Delirium.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BrooksNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BruxNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BruxNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from San Diego, California, weighing in at 201 pounds, the Radiant Sun, Jake Redondo.
Jake Redondo, youngster with a lot of upside. We're about to have another chapter in this budding rivalry between Redondo and the members of Transcendence. Should be a good one.
And introducing his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 200 pounds, representing the Entourage, the desirable Damian Desire.
Damian Desire. I think he's really, could be on a poster of don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, you see him very flashy, very flamboyant, but here's a guy that on paper, would you think could go toe-to-toe with the likes of Bad Dude Tito, Shea Cabrera, Shane Hayes?
Yes.
Okay, well he proved me wrong, because that's exactly what he did when the Entourage took on the Wolf Zaddies in the past, and they were a serious thorn in the side of the then World Tag Team Champions, the Wolf Zaddies and the Mighty Zaddies. But
let's just face facts, TK. Entourage should be working that Freebird rule. They should be tag team champions right now. Reason they haven't been is because of the timing. It just wasn't the right timing for them. But I mean, who's had a bigger year this year than Entourage? When I say Entourage, I mean Desire, Saturn, and of course, a literal star.
A literal star, the reigning United World Television Champion. Many have stepped up, looked for the opportunity, including Shane Hayes, and didn't get the job done. The Entourage were very, very involved in that. And you talk about flying high in 2025. That's exactly what Desire did. Got a good look at the lights at Levity Live. But look at this. So resourceful is Desire, using the ring to his ally. And look at that. Big leg drop.
That was sick.
That was shades of Frankie Kazarian, who, of course, would become the TNA World Champion and has a huge history here in the United Wrestling Network and right here in Southern California. Look at that, swing and a miss with the first one, catches him with the second. Redondo looking for a big singles victory. And I talked about it before when we saw Lancaster take on Saturn. Here's a guy in Redondo that traveled out to the debut taping of Gotham Wrestling, made a great showing of himself, went toe-to-toe with a tough competitor in Leo Sparrow, and the stock is really on the rise for both him and Lancaster.
Yeah, I mean, promoters from coast to coast, whether it's West Coast, whether it's East Coast, New York City to LA, they all want a piece of Jake Redondo, and you can see why.
Second generation wrestler, born and bred into the sport right here in the Southern California region. Got caught there, though. Got a little overzealous. Here's the cover by Desire. That was a ground-to-air missile and took him out of flight there with that drop kick. Beautiful counter by Desire.
I just like that we're getting the privilege of seeing these two men compete in one-on-one action, both of them known usually for rolling with their tag team partners, but it's great to see these guys in a singles fight. Nobody to rely on but yourself, and a little gab from confident Damian Desire.
And there you see it. This guy, you saw the drop kick, right? You heard the big chop, now the European uppercut. This guy is a nasty, nasty striker, well beyond what his frame would lead you to believe, but answering back in kind but not kindly is Redondo.
Sounded like a firecracker went off in here when Redondo landed that chop and an answer from the desirable one.
A little early for those New Year's fireworks. Big shots back and forth into the cover. Now goes Desire again. And yeah, you know, we mentioned the rivalry with the Zaddies, and on paper, I think most people would think it really would have been if Entourage out, but they gave the Zaddies fits in that rivalry. One of the greatest rivalries of the year in the United Wrestling Network.
I'll bring it down.
Precarious position here, Christian, for both.
Yeah, referee Chris Massey warning them they're spending too much time on the corner. Now, Desire going high risk. Both men now jostling for position.
Was looking for the superplex, but was Desire. Couldn't execute it. And now we'll see if Redondo can take advantage. He does. Big blockbuster. And it'll be a blockbuster victory if he can capitalize. But look, he
see
cannot.
Redondo feeling the effects of that blockbuster himself. That's what happens when you go high risk there. Redondo dropping bombs now. Desire has no idea where he's at.
I'll tell you, I don't know if the kitchen at Levity Live is serving up chops, but these two are big-time shots. Step up Inzaguri now by Redondo. We got a real fireworks show here. Blue Thunder Bomb! Is that going to do it? No! Desire finds a way to dig down deep.
Jake Redondo with that Blue Thunder Bomb and the torque slamming Desire back down on his head, but Desire has that fire within him, and he continues to kick out and stay in this fight.
And nearly got a victory here and in Gotham Wrestling for Redondo. Boy, I love the look in this youngster's eyes. He is all kinds of fired up.
Oh, he rolled him up here, TK. He's got him, Desire, no.
Oftentimes it comes back down to fundamental wrestling. Who can do the little things? And now returning the favor, big shot upstairs. And look at that, incredible. 12-6 on the clock, but will he get the 1, 2, 3? He does. Desire wins.
Here is your winner, Damian
Damian Desire, used to the bright lights, up on top, yet again, of Entourage, out.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Okay, friends, standing by here with one of the biggest holiday gifts you could have. Luster has returned to the United Wrestling Network.
That's right, Dave, I'm back. And they're telling me I'm wrestling Che. Well, see, it doesn't matter if it's EJ Sparks. It doesn't matter if it's Evan Daniels. You can line them all up. Luster the Legend's gonna shoot them all down. But Che, I heard your partner's on the injury list. And my partner, he's retired. So two things are gonna happen tonight. When you're screaming in pain, you got nobody to run to. And Luster the Legend's got nobody holding him back. So get ready to be silenced by the violence. I'm Luster the Legend, and I'm built to last. Oi, oi, oi. What else you got, Dave?
You said it all, and join us for that. That's going to be big-time action.
Someone who has been in a whole lot of them right here in the United Wrestling Network and beyond. Scorpio Sky.
My man, Scorpio Sky in the house. A man known worldwide for his multiple runs as TNT champion. And of course, here in Hollywood, a championship has eluded him. Tonight, Sky looks to change all that and walk out with the gold.
What an experience it will be as Sky looks to crank it like never before. The champion, Jordan CRUZ, and he doesn't come alone. He's got the Epic casting a big shadow. And you know Scorpio Sky, what type of, precautions is Sky gonna take for the Epic being out there?
Well, look, I mean, he can't throw eyes in the back of his head. So it's just gonna be a challenge, TK, for Sky.
A little photobomb there. Sky looks loose. He looks ready. World title on the line. And Diana Sandoval will set the stage for this long-awaited world title main event.
I used to have one of those too.
The following contest is a championship match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the United Wrestling Network World Championship. Introducing first, the competitor to my left, the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Scorpio Sky! And introducing his opponent, the competitor to my right, the champion from Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 225 pounds. He is your reigning and defending United Wrestling Network World Champion,
Stage is set. Got the Epic on the outside, mouthing off here. But when it comes down to it, it's all about the champion and the challenger. Stage is set. Title on the line when we return right after this. Scorpio Sky did compete for a world title when he took on the likes of Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. The bell sounds for our main event. Back when this program was NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and the 10 pounds of gold was on the line. But a huge opportunity here for Sky to add another big notch in his belt here of his legacy and his incredible career.
Yeah, and for Jordan CRUZ, he gets to prove finally that he is a fighting champion, that he's not ducking Scorpio Sky, but that he's just picking his battles and the timing of said fights. I mean, this is a guy who deserves it. He's earned to choose when he defends his championship, and tonight just happens to be that night.
CRUZ ended the longest world title reign in United Wrestling Network history of that particular United Wrestling Network world title when he defeated the radioactive Poppy Danny Limelight with a big assist by Big Baby Slim. But since then, title defenses over the likes of Fidel Bravo and Javi. But the champ only in essence had a 2-week camp for this one because he was ready to take the rest of the year off. And official Johnny LaQuaso said, no, you've got a mandatory title defense and it's time to put up or shut up against the #1 contender. Disrespect here by the champion.
I like the confidence of Jordan CRUZ ever since becoming world champion. He's just got this swagger about him. And guys like Epic, guys like Baby Slim, they want to be around the champion. It makes sense. A little gold by osmosis, perhaps.
Sky looking to do something that really only CRUZ has done thus far, and that is be a Triple Crown singles champion here, television title holder, heritage champion, and world champion. And Sky's one title away from that, and a chance to remedy that here. Single leg pick, nicely done. Turnabout is fair play. Little game of anything you can do, I can do better.
Sky's going to take a break. You know, if CRUZ doesn't want to fight, Sky is just going to relax a little bit. I like it. I mean, both these two guys so confident, and you're going to need that to become United Wrestling Network World Champion.
Again, the Epic, he casts a big shadow out there. Go ahead, go tag him. I think that falls under the rules of this one. Two lock up. A lot of human game of chess, a lot of mental mind games here thus far, Christian. Now we're going to get down to brass tacks here. And the champ, very powerful, runs him over with the shoulder block. Trying to neutralize the challenger. Good luck.
This guy's bigger than he's ever been. He's going near 220 pounds, pure muscle, and CRUZ so far showing that is not a disadvantage. CRUZ's strength right on par with Scorpio Sky.
Look out here.
Look at that, almost up for that TKO position.
Yeah, it's won countless matches into.
ATK. Now I think Sky may have tweaked his ankle.
No, he didn't either. Look at that. Look at this. Almost beat him, almost with the fake out job there. I love it.
And now light on his feet is Sky. That reminds me of that old experienced Scorpio Sky. Well, gamesmanship.
I love it because we've got a Maximillien champion here in CRUZ that'll get any advantage by any means necessary, and Sky did just that there, feigning the knee or ankle injury and almost wrapping him up for the cover.
TK, you know, I managed this guy for several years, about a decade ago in Scorpio Sky, and one thing I know about Sky, when he is having a good time in the ring, that is when he's at his best. And right now, delivering punishment to the champion, I think Sky's having a blast.
Challenger is in control and having fun. Well, it remained that way. We got to take a break. We'll be back with more of our world title main event.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Welcome back, everyone. And the champion using the ring as a weapon here and hanging Scorpio Sky out to dry there over that top rope. And man, that is gonna just creates that whiplash effect on the neck. Now going for the cover here.
Yeah, not only that, TK, but it was so close to the turnbuckle. There's so much tension in the rope right there, right on the back of the neck of Sky. And that's trouble for the challenger.
Sure is, and it's certainly taken some starch out of Scorpio Sky, who's deposited to the outside, and certainly not a safe haven out there as he got the Epic. Don't tell me this monster's going to get involved, and he does. Clubbing shot by the Epic, who now puts the boots to the challenger. This is ridiculous. Sky can overcome seemingly insurmountable odds, but I mean, this is just too much for anybody. Here's the cover now. Look at that. Just like Baby Slim did his dirty work when he won the title, looking for the same out of the Epic here.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I mean, Chris Massey distracted for a moment, and Epic inserting himself into this championship fight. And you see CRUZ just immediately jumping on Sky, trying to pick up the pieces and retain his title.
Pace quickens, beautiful sharp back elbow there, and utilizing the 2-on-1 wrist control there into the cover.
You say what you want about Jordan CRUZ, he has fundamental wrestling skills. There is a reason why this man is champion. Despite the controversies, despite perhaps a couple of interferences by his best friends, this is a guy who's one of the best in the world, and right now he is controlling the best, the best.
But why does he need that insurance policy? Why did he need Baby Slim to serve up Danny Limelight to win the title and end a historic reign? Why does he need the Epic out there if he's as great as you claim he is? And he certainly does have the tools to be great. He was a former Heritage champion, television champion. Came back from what would be a career-ending injury to just about anybody, and he's back as a world champion. But why? Why does he need the Epic out there doing his dirty work?
He's walking around with 15 pounds of leather and gold. I think taking an insurance policy out on your jewelry is a good idea, TK.
Well, it makes it very tough for the challenger to overcome that, because he hasn't been the same after getting deposited to the outside, and the boots put to him by the Epic, and then he sent him right back in to the champion, who of course is such a dangerous and skilled competitor. This guy's gonna fight with everything he's got. This guy's getting frustrated, getting fired up. And if CRUZ wants to toy with him, I don't think he's gonna like the results, Christian.
Sky just eating right hands from the champ, and now answering. Scorpio Sky, forearm after forearm, digging deep, and you're seeing that MMA background from the challenger. Big bombs from Scorpio Sky.
Well, I lost count there. Couple extra for good measure by the challenger, who is fired up and has reclaimed the advantage, the driver's seat. Spinning back kick there by Sky. Beautiful knee lift, clothesline, stringing together the offense. And I love it that he's got CRUZ on an island. He's got him dead center in the ring, and that's where he's going to have to put him away, quite frankly, if he wants to make history and win the title.
And how quick the tides have turned in this fight as Jordan CRUZ now looks worse for wear. Scorpio Sky, Irish whip. Sky slams him down. Will we see a championship change? No!
Love that little Sky high there into that big elevated power bomb, and came very close to making championship history there. Did the former 5-time television champion and former Heritage champion Scorpio Sky. Got to keep the full court press. Big Kobe Bryant fan. He's got to keep the full court press. If he wins the title, you think we're going to get a purple and gold version of the United Wrestling Network World Championship? I hope so.
CRUZ does that kick. Sky, flatliner. Sky for the title. Only 2.
Testament to the toughness of the champion. He had to dig deep to kick out of that. You know, one thing. A lot of competitors will utilize that flatliner from a standing position. Scorpio Sky explodes up, jumping version.
He's just different,
yeah,
TK.
Think of all that velocity.
This is a guy who's been doing this for 25 years, and he is as good as he's ever been. Scorpio Sky.
Got caught. Big German suplex by the champ. Oh my goodness. Caught him there. Calls that my last serenade, and almost put him away. Both are hitting with their heavy artillery here, Christian.
Yeah, that was close. Scorpio Sky ate a big knee there. The champion Jordan CRUZ finding some energy after we thought Sky was in full control. Counter though. This match going back and forth for the championship.
Swing and a miss on the discus clothesline. Look at the agility of both champions. Oh, they clashed heads. Head-on collision there, Christian.
Both men going for broke. Both men understanding the stakes of the United title on the line. Man, they just went to attack and hit heads. What a shame it would be to see a double count out here. Referee Chris Massey already at 4.
Well, and that could be the way we're going here. I mean, that was the speed that they collided. Unbelievable. I'm surprised neither got busted open, quite frankly, as hard as that contact was, but amazingly, both champion and challenger getting back to their feet. Who wants it more? Who can find that little something extra? Look at this. Oh,
Sky's got him up.
Looking for that TKO. He mentioned it in that interview. 3 letters. TKO, 1, 2, 3. Only needs 3 seconds. But look at that. Beautiful maneuver by the champion. That was close.
TK, I thought that was going to be it. Scorpio Sky was crushed.
Now the Epic just took the world title from our broadcast position here, where it was being displayed. Now we got a tug of war with the senior official, Chris Massey. Oh, into the roll-up. Look at this, a little assist. Scorpio Sky could have a little insurance policy in his own right. Big flying switch-up knee there by Sky, looking for that TKO again. Ace of spades. Got him. New champ coming, Christian.
Scorpio Sky's gonna get it. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The Epic pulls out the official. That would have been it. History would have been made. Sky would have been a Triple Crown champion. Give me a break here.
Sky. Wait a minute, now Sky over the top! My goodness!
That was an epic crossbody if there ever was one. This matchup continues because the official hasn't been able to make any kind of judgment call because he was completely out there. No, no, no! The champion with the title. What a knockout shot. Not this way. Not this way. Damn it. Oh, Sky kicked out. He got the shoulder up. I can't believe it. How?
Seemingly off pure instinct, Scorpio Sky stays in this championship fight.
Look at this. Sky's got something left. Reversal. Put on the brakes. He's got him rolled up. Gonna make history even though. Oh no! A big left hand there by the Epic. And now the champ's got him up. In the no more sorrow in the center of the ring. CRUZ wins.
Here is your winner, and still United Wrestling Network World Champion, Jordan CRUZ.
To borrow a phrase by Pantera, the vulgar display of power by the champion continues. We'll see you next time on Championship Wrestling. If only CRUZ could act like a true champion.